So many of our kids are put in positions where they almost have lost the game before it begins. And a lot of these kids grow up and thinking, well, that's the way my mom and dad grow up, that's the way my grandparents grow up, so there's really no hope for me. And I think a lot of them are simply born into the aspect of, well, this is just the way it is and I can't change it. And you see someone like Norrin and this organization with GrowingChange saying, you can change this. You can make, the bad aspects of your life, put them in the rearview mirror and go forward and turn something positive into your life.
And you seem to give the youth a lot of ownership when it comes to what they're turning these things into. What's the importance behind that?
Well, the importance is so we don't get it wrong. And for the youth to have ownership to this, it makes them part of the active solution. So since they're so directly impacted by this system, we need their wisdom to be able to figure out what to do with an old field camp prison.
One day, I think we were even at lunch, and he says, I got this idea of getting this prison and forming this nonprofit organization that works with youth.
Well, there was a lot of skepticism. If you're in the hardest hit region of North Carolina and you show up to your local leadership and say, hey, we're going to be the folks that are going to flip a prison. They're kind of busy. They're dealing with a lot of issues. Their skepticism is understandable.
When he first told me about that, especially with this facility here, I honestly thought he was joking initially. And then when I found out he was serious, I said, Norrin, that was a big undertaking because this place was in very poor shape.
When we received the Ashoka Fellowship, when we received the Innovate to Empower Fellowship that sent us to the Netherlands to present this model to members of the Dutch Parliament, members of the UN, that helps to communicate that this is an idea coming from rural America, rural solutions, to help address problems throughout rural America.